Mick Foley's son, and this is what I know you wanted to talk about. Mick Foley's son is getting a job as an assistant on WWE Creative. Funny to say, a mere 1 to 2 days, like literally, it was literally between 24 and 48 hours from the time that Mick makes news by going on a USA Today interview, which, by the way, we talked about last week. And, you know, we don't have to get into it again, but, you know, everyone knows what was said. Real quick recap. He didn't like the product. He was talking about not wanting to watch anymore. And then, boom, within a day or two, his son remarkably gets a job on the creative staff. Now, tell me, I know you already said your opinion, but for the listeners, isn't it ironic that somehow, right after Mick says this interview and says what he says, and then goes on Steve Austin's podcast a few days later. I think it was the day after the podcast, actually. So why is it he makes all this news for 3 straight days, and then all of a sudden a day later his son remarkably gets hired on the creative? Do you think that smells kind of fishy or what?
I do.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I do. It's just not. You can't call it that a coincidence.
Nah, there's definitely some sort of politics with that, but I thought it was an interesting way on how it happened. He must have known his kid was getting the job before saying all this.
Yeah.
Think it's to make Dewey look good? It is Dewey, right? That's the one I think they got the job.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. I think WWE needs to bring him on the first show that he's a booker and bring him out in front of the ring and cane him. The whole Kane Dewey thing.
Yeah, we need to be Kane. I agree. Someone beat this kid.
Yeah. That's what I would do. Break him in the right way.
He's been in the family for a lot of years, hasn't he? I mean, fans have known who Dewey was for a long, long time. It only makes sense that him and his beautiful sister get jobs, by the way. The sister's fucking gorgeous. I can't believe that Mick Foley could produce a girl that beautiful. But that's another story.
She's only 21.
I know. God, she's hot. I don't care if she's only 21. She's a beautiful girl.
She's a good-looking girl.
Yeah. I think the rest of the nerds think so as well. You know, they all do.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it. So Dewey's going to be on the creative team. Now, funny thing about Dewey, I did a little research. So Dewey had his own blog on a website where he was actually booking the show, making creative ideas, this, that, and the other. So he's been doing this for a little while now. Now that he's got the job, he's going back and erasing all of his ideas. I guess because he's going to be pitching these ideas to Vince or to whoever in creative. I think it'll be interesting. I did read some of the blogs. He seemed like he was a smart fan just like anybody else, and he had the same concerns that we all as fans had. So it will be interesting to see what this will do, and will Dewey end up being a name in this company? You know, will he end up on TV? Will he, because he's a huge fan, has been his entire life. I think it's only a matter of time before the daughter gets on TV. That's only a matter of time. I thought that would have happened already, to be honest with you. But I could see that happening very, very fast. So it'll be interesting to see in 2016 how much power the Foley family gets involved in the WWE, along with all the other families that seem to, be big families in that world. So any thoughts?
Apparently Mick Foley's going to be making a statement tomorrow addressing the WWE's hiring of his son.
Really? It's a shame we only do one show a week. We could have been on that right away. By next week, that won't even be news.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting to see how that one works out.